Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. The Vikings have invaded the WJTS studio. Please welcome into the studio Saskia and Torvic von Grunwald, actually Catherine and Daniel LeBlanc.
Correct.
Thanks to welcome to both of you to the show.
We're happy to be back.
Well, we are here because the Rosenvolk is this weekend.
Apparently.
I know. Can you believe it? So it just seems to come up on us every year so quickly.
And what's hard to believe, too, is it's 5 years.
5 years.
I know,
This
right?
is our 5th event.
And this, we want to point out that this is not just your normal Renaissance fair, because you are a German medieval fair. Explain the difference, maybe.
Well, over the years, our Renaissance fairs have sort of evolved more into fantasy fairs. You know, they're getting away from the historical aspects of their roots. Many of these festivals started about 40 years ago, and they started off with the concept. It was a little more purist, the idea, and they wanted it to be a little more historical. But then, you know, now they have like steampunk and all these more modernistic. I know a lot. We've gone to a few Renaissance fairs, and there's stormtroopers, for instance. Okay. That sort of thing. Now, we do have a fantasy element because we do have our fairies, and we are going to have a unicorn. So we still have that, but we're trying to do it in a historical context.
We bring a lot of history into it. We have the Landsknechts, and Landsknechts were German mercenaries, and they don't just come and be pretty because they dress flamboyantly, which was period correct. Their clothes are period correct. Their tents are period correct, and they will teach you how to fight as mercenaries. So they'll teach you how to use a knife, how to use a sword, and how it was used back then. So it's very period correct. Yes.
And the Landsknecht are German oriented.
German.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They were mercenaries during the Holy Roman Empire, what is considered Germany today, because I don't know if people know, but Germany as a country being called Germany wasn't called Germany during our period of time. So if we went around saying, oh, this is like a Holy Roman Empire event, no one would really know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Right. And what we actually represent is Germanic peoples, which include the Celts. So we have the Irish and the Scottish. It includes southern Russia, northern France. So all of those countries were part of the Germanic tribes. And eventually you got Germany, and you got Norway and Denmark, and you had, they separated out. The Vikings actually just kind of blended into everywhere.
And what our Landsknechts like to tell us, that Viking was never really historically accurate. They were called Saxons.
Yes.
So we're actually Saxons, but again, people nowadays, Viking has become a very popular word. Mm-hmm. So we say, yes, we're Vikings, but they were never really Vikings. They were really Saxons. So
Viking was more of a verb.
A verb. That's what they did.
Actually, so what you can tell by what you're talking about, this is about history. This is about learning what it was like in medieval times and learning that these countries didn't exist at that time but were called something else.
Absolutely.
Now, you represent Vikings.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saxons, okay? And then also you said they're Landsknecht, but that's just a small portion of what is at the Rosenvolk. You guys are just small clans. Right?
Well, yeah, actually we have our English encampment is much bigger this year for whatever reason. I don't know. It must be in the universe, but we've got 2 huge encampments this year. We have the English, and then we have the German. And we actually sent out to our schools this year a little quiz, asking what the difference is between the two, and, what's the difference between the different nights, because there's different nights. Like unfortunately, our Teutonic Knight, he was supposed to be there, but he was called away, and he was actually knighted for real. Like he's
an actual Teutonic Knight.
He's actually a real Teutonic Knight, but Herr Karl can't come this year, unfortunately. But our other encampments will be able to talk about, the differences between the English knights and the German knights and that sort of thing. So,
having them on the air today is just to kind of give you a tease of what you can go and enjoy this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So let's talk about the actual event the Rosenvolk,
Sure.
which is held at Ferdinand's 18th Street Park.
Indeed.
And when does it open? Well, let's go and do it this way. Friday, you mentioned students, is a special day because
It
that's
is.
Education Day.
It
Yes.
is. We actually, on Friday, there's a gentleman called Master Johann who is going to be there, and he's going to be demonstrating how to make vellum, which was actually the paper that was used in the Bibles, that sort of thing. He actually has like an army, literally an army of people that do illumination and calligraphy, and he actually makes codexes from scratch, and he'll be talking about that. We're going to have our blacksmith. We're going to have our royal falconer, which is very exciting. He has some new birds that he's going to be displaying at our event, and and of course our encampments and our joust. Actually, ironically, it was just happenstance that our jousters do a type of German jousting. Historic jousting. That wasn't planned. It's just something that they've always done. So, and they're only one of 2 troops in the entire world now that does real jousting. This is not play acted; it's real.
Yeah, we're actually our permanent fair, our permanent site that we're endeavoring to establish. Part of that is to keep the jousting, the full contact jousting, so real jousting as a sport, keep it alive. So part of what we're doing in the long run is not just, having the event, which is great, but also preserving what we're doing.
I don't know why people don't want to be knocked off, huge war horses falling like 6 feet to the ground in heavy armor. I just don't know why they don't want to do that.
But there are some that do. And we'll get to see that this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, gosh, yeah.
it's a total honor to actually see this because very few people actually see this. Like when you go to many different venues, even Renaissance fairs, most of them are scripted. This is not. This is a true sport, something that they used to do back in the day.
Last year, I personally witnessed 9 unhorsings, including 2 double unhorsings. And apparently the ones that I missed, we had a total of 13 unhorsings. So I can't promise any unhorsings this year, but I'm not going to miss a single joust. I will be teaching axe throwing nearby. The axe throwing may stop so I can watch it, but it was just epic to watch last year. One of our knights actually came off the horse too many times, and he was not ready for Sunday, so we had to get a replacement knight.
They had to bring more to some of the other knights.
So it is very exciting to watch. We have the Armored Combat League, okay, and they are guys in armored suits. Their weapons are blunted, but they're
Live.
using real swords.
Maces.
They're real maces. I mean, they can get hurt. It's not planned if they do get hurt. They do everything they can not to get hurt, but it's exciting to watch. We have the fire-breathing idiots. They're back this year. I'm very excited about that. Family and His Fools, our local boy coming back from California. We're shipping him in just to entertain the locals again.
So if somebody buys a ticket,
Yes.
they'll go in anytime, and you're going
Yeah.
to spend hours there.
Yes.
And at some point, you'll catch all the different kinds of shows. There's like little mini shows going on throughout the whole Rosenvolk.
We have Frosty Locks and Splinter, and they actually wander around and entertain you. We have our storyteller. That's
Alexander Silver.
Thank you very much. I know his name. I'm bad with names because usually I have to kill him soon after.
Well, one exciting thing is that we're bringing in a group from Belarus this year.
Right.
Called Starry Elsa. And they're going to be playing through most of our masquerade ball. They're very excited about it. Now they're hoping to teach the students. I don't know how it's going to happen because apparently their English is not the best.
Okay, all right.
Good Russian, though.
Yeah, if anybody can speak Russian or...
And so they'll be performing as well throughout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody wants to go, you can buy a ticket for Friday, you can buy a ticket for Saturday, you
Yeah.
can buy a ticket for Sunday, or you can buy in advance. You could buy a...
You have to go online, go to our website, and you can buy the weekend pass online. That's the only way you can get the weekend pass, though.
And you just print that out
just
on your
print it
printer
out,
at home. Okay,
Yes.
so you can buy the tickets in advance and bring them.
Sure.
Okay, if somebody goes, will they need money? I mean, because there's things to buy, correct? There's turkey legs.
The turkey legs this year.
There's a pub.
Best Foods
is.
has joined up with with us, and they are going to be providing fresh turkey legs, which we will be smoking on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have only so many, and it's been discovered that at 9 o'clock in the morning, students want turkey legs.
Yeah.
So Friday, they may all be gone. I can't promise you any turkey legs after Friday. There probably will be, but
Yeah.
I want to get one.
Yeah, we have our omagisi that comes in from Illinois.
Great baked goods.
They actually import things from Germany, like ingredients. They're an authentic German bakery, and they did very well last year. We have a gentleman actually coming in from Texas that will be that actually makes by hand Saxon/Viking artifacts. You know, like it's very exciting. That will be the first time that gentleman will be there, and of course our blacksmith.
Currently have 47 vendors. So I say to people, if you want to get a gift for somebody who's hard to buy for that date, the 25th of December, you're not going to get any of this stuff off of Amazon or Walmart or your local grocery store the night before Christmas. Great place. So yeah, bring money for food. Everything is pretty reasonably priced. Yes, there are things at the lower end so that you can get something just to get something.
For the students.
And then they have things that go up to, whatever you want. If you come to the fair and you want to dress up and don't have the clothing, guess what? We will sell you the
vendors.
clothing.
Our vendors.
And you can jump into your telephone booth.
And change and go, okay.
Change your
the TARDIS, yeah.
Oh, the TARDIS, yes.
But you encourage people too to dress up.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause,
please do dress up.
Absolutely. It makes it so much nicer.
You don't have to. You come as you are,
sure.
but, well,
We're not going to turn people away.
if you arrive in your underwear, you'll have to deal with me straight off the bat.
Then you have to
Saying.
buy some chainmail that you're.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I get to dress you if you come in your underwear.
there is okay. There is so much to know this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's the Rosenvolk German Medieval Festival at the Ferdinand's 18th Street Park.
Right.
Parking plenty throughout the town.
Actually, you just reminded
Two
us.
things we have to tell you.
Yes, we do have a shuttle this year because that seems to be our biggest complaint. I mean, it's a good problem to have.
Yes.
But the 4-H has a craft show going on.
Four Rivers Arts and Crafts.
For
Yes.
Four
Yes.
Rivers. And we were contacted asking if we could have a shuttle going between the two locations. So we will have that. And then there is a school in between. I keep forgetting.
Cedar Crest.
Cedar Crest. And they've allowed us to have overflow parking there.
So you can park at Cedar Crest, and we'll shuttle you around.
Yeah, we have 2 buses that will be going back and forth. So hopefully the wait time. I know the gentleman that's doing it. Unfortunately, I'm not involved with it. But I believe he's getting signs made up saying when the shuttle will be available.
And the last thing is this. We cannot forget, all 3 days we will have an imaginary creature. Well, not imaginary. They did exist at one point. We'll have a unicorn.
There.
All 3 days.
We'll have all 3 days. We'll have a
So
unicorn.
if certain individuals in your
fairies,
family,
don't forget the fairies.
we do have the fairies and the unicorns.
Where's the main gate? Is it?
Well, it's
There's one entrance, correct?
yes.
There is only one entrance. Yes. It'll be well marked, actually.
Yes. We're actually running. We moved it this year because of the handicap access. So we've moved it across a little bit. So you'll be going behind the backboard in front of. So you'll see. It'll be well marked.
It'll be
But
pretty obvious.
we were having difficulty with people in wheelchairs. So we gave them the ramp.
Excellent. Excellent. That's perfect. All right. This
Yes.
weekend in Ferdinand, it's the Rosenvolk Festival on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tickets are available online, or you can buy them at the door.
Absolutely.
Or at the gate, I guess
Yes.
we should say. And you'll enjoy the food, you'll enjoy the pub, you'll enjoy the vendors, and you, most of all, will enjoy all the shows.
Oh, and may we
Yes.
give a shout out to the Friends of the Arts who have helped us through the years. They've been a tremendous help. That allows us to step up our entertainment
Yes.
quite a bit, and also the tourism board, the Du Bois County Tourism.
Excellent.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you to Saskia and Torvic. Okay, really, Catherine and Daniel LeBlanc.
And
Appreciate you coming
For
in.
now, I think I may change my name.
Okay, Torvic of von Grunwald. This weekend, see you at the Rosenvolk. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.